my connective tissue is getting really strong, and it's just crazy to me. Good morning. I just woke up not too long ago and I have been outside. So every morning when I wake up, I don't look at my phone and I come right outside and I read my scriptures, and then after that I typically go eat breakfast and then do my brain retraining. I try to spend as much time as I can outside, and right now the weather is beautiful. It's springtime and the leaves on the trees in the forest are coming out and the birds are singing, which you can probably hear in the background. We've got lots of flowers and stuff, so it's been really beautiful. But yeah, I always try to have the first hour or so of my day without a screen, and obviously I brought my camera out here today to film, but typically I just kind of am away from technology for the first hour of the day. Actually, not looking at your phone first thing when you wake up in the morning can really help with your circadian rhythm, which is your body's biological clock, and that blue light from your phone really sends the wrong signal to your brain. It can mess with your cortisol levels and your sleep and just overall health. So I have been really trying to work on that and to reduce my blue lights exposure during the day as well, and especially at nighttime before I go to bed. But anyway, I'm just gonna take you along with me today and show you what a typical day in my life looks like. This week I've actually been taking a break from most work-related things and Instagram things just because I felt like it was time to do that, and it's been really, really nice to spend some time away from social media and just focus on my health and my family. And yeah, I've been doing some things around the house that I haven't gotten around to in a while, so it's been a good week so far. I am gonna go ahead and get some breakfast going. I just reheated this breakfast casserole that I made yesterday for breakfast, and it was delicious. Deck is kind of a mess right now, but we're hoping to tear it down and redo it this year. We'll see if that actually happens. We've been wanting to do it since we bought the house, but this is the view from the deck, and as you can see, the tree line out there is much lower, and this hill right here is really steep. It's kind of hard to tell from a video and with all the leaves on the trees, but it's very steep. And I went down there for the first time I think sometime before Christmas and really enjoyed that. So yeah, this is our crazy deck right now. We've got some holes here and paint stains. We just haven't worried about the paint because we are not going to keep the deck. But yeah, this is where we have our fires, and yeah, I like to spend a lot of time out here. I wanted to show you guys these flowers that we have blooming out here in the backyard. We can see them through our window in the kitchen, and they're so beautiful. I love that look of the sun shining through the treetops. Man, look at all this green. We've got some of these purple flowers coming up. And then right over here, we have an iris. And all the rest of these are irises too. So this is the first one to bloom. I just got back from a walk with my mom, and it was really, really nice. She came over and we took a little walk, and now I am just having some raw milk. Started drinking this, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago, and it's gone over really well. I do really well with it. So good. I've never been a milk drinker, but when I started drinking raw milk, game changer. What's actually really helped with digestion and stuff for me, when milk is pasteurized and milk in the grocery store is ultra pasteurized, it loses all the important enzymes that your body needs to digest milk, and so that's why everybody's lactose intolerant. I'm definitely a believer that if raw milk comes from a good farm and the cows are healthy, that it is a superfood. Our church had this really cool Easter event where they had all different sorts of activities and displays just sharing information about Jesus' life and ministry and the events of the Holy Week leading up to his crucifixion and his resurrection. And it was just such a cool experience and so great to be able to enjoy that with my family. And yeah, it was just a really good reminder of the great significance of Easter and how Jesus has completely changed my life. I'm just walking back from getting the mail on our very long driveway, and today is warm. I think it's in the 80s Fahrenheit here, and I changed into a dress because it was actually really hot. But man, the sun feels good, and yeah, the forest is just coming to life, and I don't know. I just really appreciate all the different seasons here. I always get excited for a change in season just because it's something different. My office, and I'm currently printing out some shipping labels, but look at the view from my window. It's so beautiful, and the sun is shining in. So this picture was actually from when Jake and I went to France before we got married. And then I'll show you how I've organized stuff from my shop. So I've got all my stickers here, and I've got stuffed animals, so Kiari bears. These are the scoliosis ones. And then over here I've got other stuffed animals, and then I have hats. We bought this off of Facebook Marketplace, and I painted it black. It was like an ugly brown color, and I have all of my enamel pins, and then I have all of my magnets in here as well. Some of you guys may have noticed this, but ever since I started brain retraining a year ago, I've really shifted my focus away from my Etsy shop. I stopped posting on my store Instagram, I stopped marketing it, but I have still been filling orders. I have like you saw in there, I have inventory, and I haven't added any new designs in the last year. I haven't been focusing at all on my Etsy shop just because with the brain retraining, I'm taking my focus away from chronic illness. And to be quite honest, I've thought a lot over my Etsy shop in the last year and whether or not it's something I want to continue. And it's just been a hard thing for me because I started the shop when I was really sick in hopes to encourage people with chronic illness, and I've received a lot of positive feedback about my shop and the items in it, and I actually do honestly feel a little bit attached to some of the designs I've made because I put so much effort into it, and I don't know, it still like makes me happy to see my designs and to see the stuffed animals and stuff. But then on the other hand of things, my view on chronic illness in general has greatly changed, as you guys have seen in my latest videos, and as I've talked about a lot on here and on my Instagram, rebrand. And like you guys know, I believe that healing from chronic illness is possible, and I've seen it in my own life with conditions that I was told were, you know, genetic and incurable, and I've seen that healing in my own life. I've seen it in so many people, and so that's what I want to focus on. I want to focus on sharing that healing is possible. And so I felt like kind of conflicted with my Etsy store because I know not everybody is at the same points in their chronic illness journey and in their healing journey, and if these items that I have encourage people and bring them joy, then I think that it could be a good thing. But then I often wonder about the deeper message of like, does this encourage people to identify more with their chronic illness? And I worry about that, and so I just want to be real with you guys and share that. I am planning to shift the focus of my store to more of like a focus on healing. So I am not adding any more inventory. I won't be restocking any stickers. I won't be restocking any pins that I ship out myself. So the apparel I have a partner ship out and whatnot, but the pins and the stickers and the hats and the stuffed animals, I ship all those out from my home, and I won't be restocking any of those just because I want to shift the focus of my store more to healing and hope for recovery. And I've actually added a couple of new designs I'll show you. I'll put on the screen here. This one says rewire your brain for healing. That's one of my favorite designs. Then there's healing is possible with a mountain on it. And then nature heals. So I hope you guys like those, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of share that with you because I know I haven't talked about it. And anyway, I'm just gonna finish packaging up these orders and I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. So a couple months ago, I got this acupressure mat, and it has like a pillow and then a longer version of this for my back, and then this is where your feet go. And as you can see, these little flower looking things have pokey points on them. What it's supposed to do is have a similar effect to getting a massage or having acupuncture done. And as some of you guys know, I've been doing acupuncture for I think 2.5 years now, and it's been really helpful for me. I enjoy it a lot. For well over a year I was going to acupuncture every single week, but it is pretty expensive, and so I was excited to find this because I find that it gives a similar effect to having acupuncture. It feels really calming and it helps with any sort of like neck pain or back discomfort that I'm having. I use it pretty much every day, so it's been well worth it. Honestly, I would not recommend this for someone that's like severely ill or bedbound. Like for me, I don't think that this would have been a good idea when I was in my really severely ill phase, when I was really hypervigilant and reactive to everything. This acupressure mat probably wouldn't have been the best thing, but for most people I think it's a really great tool and something that is actually really good for calming the nervous system. It's just yet another method of nervous system regulation. It helps to promote better blood flow. I really like to do it outside when I can, and I lay down a yoga mat there, and then I just either do a meditation or I do like a brain retraining visualization round. And anyway, I'll put the link down below. They also gave me a discount code. It's just RACH that you can use on any of the Prana mat sets. Just so you know, I would never share a product that I don't use and love myself. I'm always going to be honest and transparent with that. But yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna lay down on it now. When I started using it, I wore like a thin cotton layer to kind of get used to these pokey feeling things, and now I like to have more skin on there, so I'll wear like a sports bra. Okay, I'm all done. That was really nice. I was staring up into the treetops and I was watching lots of butterflies fly over me and just listening to the birds, and I was also watching the clouds just float by, and the sky today is so blue and the sun is bright. It's really warm, and yeah, it was just really nice and very calming for my nervous system. While I was laying there, I definitely got a couple of ants crawling around on me, but that's just what happens when you live in a forest and it doesn't bother me. Anyway, I haven't given you guys an update on how my climbing is going. I went climbing for the first time about 3 months ago or so, and at first it was like once every other week, and then I went to once every week, and then twice every week, and now I'm going 3 times a week, and it's going really well, and I'm just so excited about it. It doesn't even feel real sometimes when I'm there just climbing. Like, I don't know, it just feels so crazy after so many years of wondering whether I'd be able to climb again or not. And yeah, I'm feeling really strong. I'm putting on muscle much more quickly than I ever would have expected, and my connective tissue is strong, my joints are strong. Honestly, in some ways I feel like my joints are holding up better than they were before I even got sick. There have been some times where I've kind of like, I don't know, stepped wrong on something and it maybe should have twisted my ankle, but it didn't. And I also, yesterday I slit my finger on some metal and it bled a lot and it's healing really well. I also cut this finger with a knife just just a week ago, and it's already like almost completely healed, and I've been climbing on it and not really like taking the best care of it, but it's just healing so quick. And while I was sick, I healed so slowly. Like I'd have the tiniest little cuts and they'd stay forever, and I'd get so many bruises, and I don't bruise easily anymore. My connective tissue is getting really strong, and it's just crazy to me. I really do feel it's because of my animal-based diet. For a while there, when I was doing carnivore, I was just craving cuts of meat that were full of connective tissue. And I know there are a lot of people that think that collagen and connective tissue from food sources doesn't help those with EDS, but that has not been my experience at all, and that's something that I don't agree with at all. I've had lots of people with EDS message me saying that an animal-based diet and adding more red meat and more connective tissue into their diet has helped them so much with just their overall joint issues. And so yeah, I'm really happy with how I'm doing, and I'll have to do another one of these videos one day when I'm actually going climbing. I have ants crawling all over me. Thankfully they're not biting me. Anyways, I'll have to do another video soon sharing some of my climbing. I have a lot of DNRS related stuff that I want to share. I just passed the 1 year mark. There's so much I want to share and that I'm excited to share about, but I kind of have to pace myself with making videos, which I know you guys understand. Anyways, if you don't follow me on Instagram at RibEyeRach, I post there really frequently, typically every day but Sundays. This week I'm taking a break, but usually I'm sharing things about like what I'm eating and nervous system regulation techniques, and yeah, just overall my healing and recovery journey over there. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video so I can brush all of these ants off of me. But thanks so much for watching, and just know that I'm thinking of you. I'm cheering you on no matter where you are in your healing and recovery journey, and yeah, I will look forward to seeing you guys in another video very soon.